Here it is, the list you've all been waiting for. The top 10 films with an animal in the title. Number 10, The Wolf of Wall Street. There were a few wolf-related titles to consider, but I've given this one the nod. A black comedy based on the memoirs of stockbroker Jordan Belfort, it catalogues his vertiginous accumulation of wealth through his amoral get-rich-quick schemes, which funded his lavish hedonistic lifestyle until it all came crashing down. Directed by Martin Scorsese and starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill and Margot Robbie, it comes in at a very entertaining 180 minutes. Number 9, The Diving Bell and the Butterfly. Another memoir adaptation. This one is based on a book by Jean-Dominique Bauby, a French journalist, author, and editor of the French fashion magazine Elle, who on the 8th of December 1995, at the age of 43, suffered a major stroke, which left him completely paralyzed, save for being able to blink his left eye. In this debilitating condition, he managed to write the titular book, one letter at a time, using a system called partner-assisted scanning, alternating between his present incapacitated state and his recollections of his life until his stroke. It is a film of both pathos and beauty. Directed by Julien Schnabel and Laura Obiols, it stars Mathieu Amalric and Emmanuel Signier. Number 8, The Deer Hunter. One of the earliest films to deal with the Vietnam War, it is possibly still the best. Focusing on the experience of a few friends from the same small industrial town in Pennsylvania, it is a stark depiction of the brutalizing effect of war on these young men. Michael Cimino directs a very strong cast, including Robert De Niro, Meryl Streep, and Christopher Walken. Number 7, The Maltese Falcon. Based on the 1930 novel of the same name by Dashiell Hammett, this John Huston penned film noir stars Humphrey Bogart as the street-smart private eye Sam Spade, who has to solve the riddle of the missing falcon, whilst dealing with an assortment of villainous characters and a damsel who may not be all that she seems. Huston also directs. Number 6, Amores, Perros. An horrific accident in Mexico City is the launching point to tell 3 distinct stories that are linked by, amongst other things, dogs. Love, loss, and regret are central themes in this ambitious film, directed by Alejandro Inarritu. Written by Guillermo Arriaga, it stars an ensemble cast that includes Gael Garcia Bernal. Number 5, Black Swan. A psychological horror centered around the production of Tchaikovsky's ballet Swan Lake. It focuses on a ballerina who struggles to maintain her sanity after winning the lead role. Visually and stylistically, it draws you into her mindset to deliver an absorbing film. Darren Aronofsky directs Natalie Portman, Mila Kunis, and Vincent Cassel. Number 4, Raging Bull. Robert De Niro famously piled on the weight to play Jake LaMotta, a middleweight boxer whose extremely violent temperament drove him to the top, but ultimately destroyed his life outside the ring. A film that doesn't shy away from its depiction of violence, this Martin Scorsese directed biopic is considered by many to be his masterpiece. Number 3, Groundhog Day. Bill Murray is on top form as a weatherman who is forced to continually relive the same day. This simple premise is mined for all its comic potential to deliver a comedy classic, which sees Murray transition from disbelieving shock through suicidal depression to final acceptance. Directed by Harold Ramis, who wrote the screenplay, with Danny Rubin, it also stars Andy McDowell. Number 2, The Silence of the Lambs. An incarcerated serial killer agrees to help a young FBI agent to track down another serial killer. Anthony Hopkins plays the cannibalistic Hannibal Lecter in a career-defining performance. The film swept the boards at the 1992 Oscars, with awards for Hopkins, his co-star Jodie Foster, director Jonathan Demme, and Ted Talley, who adapted the screenplay from the Thomas Harris novel. Number 1, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. A criminal pleads insanity and ends up in a mental institution, where he locks horns with the ice-cool Nurse Ratched. The other patients are on his side, as this battle of wills can only have one winner. Like The Silence of the Lambs, it also swept the boards at the Oscars, this time in 1976, with awards for Jack Nicholson and Louise Fletcher, director Milos Forman, and screenwriters Lawrence Hauben and Bo Goldman, who adapted the screenplay from the novel by Ken Kesey. So there you have it. There were definitely some other films that could easily have made it onto this list, but they didn't. If you agree or disagree, please let me know in the comments below. And of course, liking and subscribing is always welcome. If you made it this far, thank you for listening.